Birdie Staying Fierce can now be delayed. Patch notes observe this makes it harder to punish on whiff. This button has huge reach, but is vulnerable to being whiff punished due to its long recovery, and this might actually help. If you charge it to full, it does a little more damage and knocks down. And the full charge is a crush counter on counter hit. There's no combo or even any Oki if they quick stand, but it does build some V meter for you, I suppose. It charges pretty quickly, it's only barely slower than Raw Stand Fierce. Crouching Strong is now -2 on block, up from -5. While that does make it safe, I can't imagine Birdie players hitting this button up close when it still surrenders your advantage. It does have a lot of active frames, and the patch notes observe Birdie players can use it as a meaty. It theoretically can go up to +4 on hit, +2 on block if perfectly timed. But there's an issue. In SF5, you have a standing hurt box for 1 frame when you wake up, even if you're holding crouch. This standing frame can be bypassed with a wake up crouching attack. The late frames of low strong are duckable, so the opponent can wake up with crouching normals to beat this meaty clean. There is risk to doing wake up crouch jab, but even still, this is a huge weakness to this tactic. The frame advantage buff makes it better on block specifically, not on hit, so the change won't offer new cancel routes. Jump Fierce now slams as an air-to-air. This visually matches the animation a bit better, and gameplay-wise it lets Birdie go for better meaties than what he'd get after an air reset. EX jumping grab recovers 3 frames sooner. Birdie is now 0 after forward dash. Previously, the opponent could always wake up with a reversal like normal and potentially even punish the dash, but now Birdie can force a trade at worst if they have no 3 frame. The extra time might help Birdie use other kinds of meaties too. Towards Fierce now has more reach and more active frames. This should make it better at counter-poking long limbs, so it'll probably actually help in matchups where Birdie struggles, like Dulcimer Minot. Overall, Birdie changed very little. I know it's probably disappointing if you were expecting something crazy, but whiff punishing in general became stronger this patch, and whiff punishing is something Birdie is surprisingly good at compared to other grapplers. I think Birdie already had 2 viable triggers and 2 viable V skills, so I wasn't anticipating any specific changes. I think he's fine.